I bring to you a message from tens of thousands of people in the villages, in the slums, in the hinterland of the country, who have solved problems through their own genius without any outside help. When our Home Minister announces a few weeks ago a war on 1/3 of the India, about 200 districts that he mentioned were ungovernable, he missed a point that we have been stressing for the last 21 years. The point that people may be economically poor, but they are not poor in the mind. In other words, the minds on the margin are not the marginal minds. That is the message which we started 21 years ago. And why did it start? Let me just tell you briefly my personal journey which led me to come to this point. 85, 86, I was in Bangladesh advising the government and the research council there how to help scientists work on the lands, on the fields of the poor people, and how to develop research technologies which are based on the knowledge of the people. I came back in 86. I had been tremendously invigorated by the knowledge and creativity that I found in that country, which had 60% landlessness, but amazing creativity. I started looking at my own work. The work that I had done for the previous 10 years, almost every time had instances of knowledge that people had shared. Now, I was paid in dollars as a consultant, and I looked at my income tax return and tried to ask myself, is there a line in my return which shows how much of this income gone to the people whose knowledge has made it possible? Was it because I'm brilliant that I'm getting this reward or this recognition? Is it that I write very well? Is it that I articulate very well? Is it that I analyze the data very well? Is it because I'm a professor and therefore I must be entitled to this reward from the society? I tried to convince myself that no, I've argued for the policy changes. The public policy will become more responsive to the needs of the poor, and therefore I think it's okay. But it appeared to me that all these years that I had been working on exploitation by landlords, by moneylenders, by traders, gave me an insight that probably I was also an exploiter, because there was no line in my income tax return which showed this income accrued because of the brilliance of the people, those people who have shared their knowledge in good faith and trust with me, and nothing ever went back to them. So much so that much of my work till that time was in English language. Majority of the people from whom I learned didn't know English. So what kind of accountability it was? I was talking about social justice, and here I was, a professional who was pursuing the most unjust act of taking knowledge from the people, making them anonymous, getting rent from that knowledge by sharing it and doing consultancy, writing papers and publishing them in the papers, getting invited to the conferences, getting consultancies and whatever have you.